Today we are going to learn a very important concept in Java OOPS, and that concept is the super keyword. Before starting, remember one thing. In the previous video, we learned about the this keyword, which refers to the current class object. Now, the super keyword works in a very similar way, but instead of the current class, it deals with the parent class. What is super keyword? The super keyword in Java is a reference variable that refers to the parent class object, also called the superclass object. This keyword is used inside a child class whenever we want to access something that belongs to the parent class. Using the super keyword, we can access parent class variables, parent class methods, parent class constructors. The main purpose of the super keyword is to avoid confusion when both the parent class and child class contain members with the same name. Just like this refers to the current class object. Super refers to the parent class object. So whenever Java needs to clearly understand that we are talking about the parent class, we use the super keyword. When do we need super keyword? Now the question is, when exactly do we use super? We need the super keyword when we want to access parent class members from a child class. There are three main situations where super is required. First situation, when parent and child have the same variable name. If both the parent class and the child class have a variable with the same name, Java will always give priority to the child class variable. In that case, if we want to access the parent class variable, we must use the super keyword. Second situation, when a child class overrides a parent method. When a child class defines a method with the same name and same parameters as the parent class, this is called method overriding. In this case, the child method hides the parent method. If we still want to call the parent class version of the method, we use the super keyword. Third situation, when calling a parent class constructor. When an object of a child class is created, the parent class constructor must be executed first. To explicitly call the parent class constructor, we use super. One very important rule here is, super must always be the first statement inside the child class constructor. Now let us understand the rules of the super keyword. The super keyword always refers to the parent class of the current class. It can be used only inside a child class, not inside a parent class. Super is specifically used to call the parent class constructor. Super must be written as the first line inside the child class constructor. The super keyword cannot be used in a static context, because static members do not belong to objects. The super keyword refers only to the immediate parent class, not to grandparents. If we do not write super explicitly, Java will automatically call the parent class's no-argument constructor. Now let us carefully understand this program line by line. First, we have a class called parent. Inside this parent class, there is a variable named x and its value is 10. This variable belongs to the parent class. Next, there is a constructor. A constructor runs automatically when an object of that class is created. So whenever parent class constructor runs, it prints parent constructor called. After that, there is a method named show. This method simply prints parent method. So the parent class contains one variable x, one constructor, one method show. Next, we have a child class that extends the parent class. Because of extends, the child class automatically inherits all non-private members of the parent class. Inside the child class, again, there is an integer variable x, but its value is 20. There is a constructor. There is a show method. And there is another method called display. First use of super, accessing parent class variable. In both parent and child classes, we have a variable named x. Parent x is 10. Child x is 20. Now think like Java. When we are inside the child class and we write x, Java will always give priority to the current class. So simply writing x inside child means child's variable, which is 20. But what if we want the parent class variable? This is exactly where super.x is used. In the display method, when we say super.x, Java understands. Go to the parent class and give me its variable x. When we say just x, Java understands. Give me the child class variable x. So the output clearly shows. Parent x is 10. Child x is 20. So, super is used to access parent class variables when parent and child have the same variable name. Second use of super, calling parent class method. Now let's understand the second point. The parent class has a method called show. The child class also has a method called show. This is called method overriding. That means the child class provides its own implementation of a parent method. Now when we call show, using a child object, Java will always call the child version first. Inside the child show method, we print child method. But suppose we also want to call the parent class version of show. How do we do that? Again, we use the super keyword. When we write super.show, Java understands. Call the show method of the parent class. So the flow becomes child show runs first. Then inside it, super.show calls the parent's show. So, super is used to call the parent class method when the child class overrides it. Third use of super, calling parent class constructor. Now let's come to the most important and most commonly asked point. That is calling the parent class constructor. In the parent class, we have a constructor that prints parent constructor called. In the child class, we also have a constructor. Now here is an important rule. Whenever a child class object is created, the parent class constructor must execute first. To do this, Java uses super. Inside the child constructor, we explicitly write super. This means call the parent class constructor first. And there is a very strict rule here. Super must be the first statement inside the child class constructor. That is why in the child constructor, first the parent constructor runs. Then the child constructor runs. So the output order becomes parent constructor called, child constructor called. Also remember one important point. If you do not write super explicitly, Java will automatically insert it and call the parent's no-argument constructor. So, super is used to call the parent class constructor. Now let's understand what happens in main. We create an object of the child class. As soon as the object is created, parent constructor is called first. Then child constructor is called. Next, display is called. It prints parent x using super.x. It prints child x using x. Then, show is called. Child method runs. Then parent method runs using super.show. From this single program, beginners should remember only these three things. Super.x used to access parent class variable. Super.show used to call parent class method. Super used to call parent class constructor. Now let us clearly understand the difference between this and super. When you say this, you are talking about my own class, my own object. When you say super, you are talking about my parent class, my parent object. The this keyword refers to the current class object. The super keyword refers to the parent class object. This keyword is used to access current class variables and methods. The super keyword is used to access parent class variables and methods. The this statement is used to call the current class constructor. The super statement is used to call the parent class constructor. That's it for this video on the super keyword in Java. In the next video, we are going to connect this concept and learn something very powerful called constructor chaining, where constructors call each other in a sequence. Thank you for watching and keep practicing. Java becomes easy when concepts are clear.